Hey world, today is December 6th. Welcome to another edition of Dashboard Confessions. I'm, as usual, on my way to work, and I just felt like I needed to unload. So if many of you, or if you don't know, I volunteer on a number of boards in the community to serve, whether it's a cultural a group, children, and the arts, specifically music. Anyhow, the one thing that I appreciate about what each organization is doing is what they're doing for the community, and that they also recognize that this is all a voluntary basis. And now, mind you, I joined these things on my own volition, so there's that. Anyhow, again, like I said, they understand and they respect boundaries because they know that this is all voluntary. We're doing it out of the goodness of our heart. Where was I going with this? I just felt like I just had a moment, because sometimes when you want to better an organization and you put in all your effort to make that happen, and when you get frustrated, okay, so there's two things, right? You can get frustrated, throw your hands up in the air and be like, I give up. Or you can get frustrated and push through and keep on going. But there comes a point where it's just, I don't want to say it's not worth it, because it's worth it, but it comes a point where in my life where I am right now, I am drawing boundaries, and it's hard and sad when people don't respect those boundaries and don't understand those boundaries and think that you drawing boundaries is you being rebellious or acting out or even being disrespectful. That is not the case. Here's where I was going with this morning, is that earlier this year, if you've been following my journey, even though I haven't been documenting it, that's because in 2019 I've been really enjoying my life and not focusing on this thing. Anyhow, I took a better job that allowed me true work-life balance, and that has been the theme of my life in 2019, is finding that balance between work, between me time, between me volunteering for all these boards, and my family. And not in that order either, because family is first, for sure. And I appreciate that I work at with a company and for a boss or a GM that encourages that. So check, as far as myself, I am happy that I'm blessed. I might run into my sister again because we're running I don't know if she's running late or if I'm running early. Anyways, I'm blessed to have a family that understands that sometimes mommy needs me time. So that can become in the form of going out with my girlfriends, going to these board meetings. I'm focusing on that. And then, I do, again, like I said, I sit on a number of organizations that respect that and understand that. And then, there's a couple that just, I signed up for it, but doesn't mean I'm dedicated. Just because I don't dedicate 100% of my day to it doesn't mean I'm less dedicated than the person that has the time to focus so much on it, And again, we all have our lives, right? Again, I work full-time. I'm a full-time mom, and I want to also work on my marriage still. So if it's going to be, do I focus on getting an Excel spreadsheet all together and make sure it's accurate, or spend time with my husband and my kids? Guess what? My husband, for sure, and my kids come first. Secondly, I saw my sister. I honked. She wasn't paying attention. I'm going to call her. Anyways, later. Secondly, if you want me to do something during work hours, not going to happen, because, again, this is all voluntary. Are you guys going to pay my bills? No. So there's that. Life is all about finding that balance and drawing those boundaries and surrounding yourself with people who have the same values and respect you even if you have differences. So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know why I had some kind of ways about it. I think it's because I got text this morning and I was just like, I just don't have time. I don't have time. I've given you the information that you needed. And it wasn't my responsibility to begin with. But again, that's just the kind of person I am. I'm a team player. But, you know, again, it's those boundaries and those expectations that you have to put out there so that people, one, don't take advantage of you. Well, not one. Like, so they don't take advantage of you, you know? So there's that. But, yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming along on my ride this morning, this wet morning. All right. Thanks. Peace.